everybody. This is Lunch Therapy. Yeah, it's kind of heavy rain out here today. Just walking around New York City. Whoa, was that lightning? Whoa, we got to get inside because things are crazy out here in the world. What is going on? What is going on? It is nuts out here. Whoa, now I'm walking backwards. I better watch where I'm going. So come on in. Lunch Therapy is a show where we get in out of the rain. We get out of the crap that's going on, and just have a little bit of fun. So let's step inside here and see what we can find. Oh, that was some crazy rain, huh? Yeah, I had a broom umbrella. A broombrella. Yeah, we're inside the, we're almost there. We're almost to Lunch Therapy. It has not officially begun yet, but we are doing some hum. Ganelle likes the whistling. The intro music? Yeah, it's a good tune. I love it. I love this tune too by Halfred, and the visuals by Tass. I don't know why I keep showing this week. I think it's because it really gets the blood moving. Yesterday I had a sinus condition that seems to have gone mostly away. We'll see. Let's get in there. Lunch Therapy. Okay, hi. Kamala's here. She probably won't be here for very long because she's got a meeting going on, but it's good to see all of you here. It is hump day, and I'm telling you, it's a real hump day today. So we're going to listen to some hang drum music by Aaron Zim here. I've got I've got two different dance party options at the end of the show today, depending on the mood. How's everybody out there? Good? I'm gonna take in the first breath. Here on Lunch Therapy, we breathe in through the nose, out through the toes. First breath. Hold it. And let it go. The therapist is in. Not in this show, of course. In somewhere. I don't know. Somewhere the therapist is in. Here we have me. I'm Joel Marshall. I'm the host of Lunch Therapy. It is a break from the crap. It is a time to shuffle off, not the mortal coil. You want to stay alive. Shuffle off all the news crap that's going on, all the tension that's going on. There's some horrible stuff out there, but not in here. In here we're gonna just chill. So in through the nose, out through the toes. Hold it. And let it go. Today we are going to have the wonderful Sethward, but I gotta be honest with you, he's not here yet. Don't you love it when people say, I gotta be honest with you? Yeah, I try to be honest all the time. But the fact is, Sethward has not arrived. So that's the drama of this episode of Lunch Therapy. We've been having a lot of live feeds. I don't know. My jury is really out on it because we had Pizzagate last week where we had Joe Menente, and he was, had to go make a pizza in the middle of the thing. Earlier this week, we were going to have a demonologist who was going to come on. Crickets. I mean, granted, she had to go work. It's a lot of work. I mean, we got to work out there, right? Got to make money. Inside Lunch Therapy, we don't worry about that, though. In through the nose, out through the toes. I'm glad you're here, Ganell, because this is one of those things where you're like, here's the show, let it go. Here's the show, let it go. I like that. Did you get another job? I don't know. I don't know what's going on. I was looking at the emails to see if there's some kind of like miscommunication or something like that. I'm sure it's my fault. I'm sure it is. So I'm not blaming Sethward at all. In through the nose, out through the toes. Hold it. He's here now. Let it go. Sethward is here. Thank God. Thank God he's here. Just a sec. And bring him on for a second. In a second. But first we're going to do a subscriber update. And bringing on the subscriber updates. So yeah, so we're doing a subscriber push here. And I thought, hey, let's get to 600 by the end of the week, by Sunday. And guess what? We are at 601. Yes. 601. That's the number. Yeah, we're doing pretty well. Todd Lee is here. Hoity, hoy, hoy, hoy. Sounds like another goddamn day in paradise on lunch therapy. Hey, you know, everything's cool because Seth is here. We can all relax. We hit 601 subscribers, which is fun. So I think we should probably do some fireworks. That's good. I think the fireworks are also here for Seth's arrival. Because, you know, I hate to promise and not provide. But we're cool. We're cool. All right, here we go. We're moving on in. And here he is, Sethward. Oh, we're in this weird little box down at the bottom. I have no idea why. But there he is with this mustache. Whoa, we're flying all over the place. It's so weird today. Wow. Hey, it's great to see you.
What's up, Joel Therapy?
What is going on there, therapist? Are you a therapist?
Dude, I'm thirsty therapist over here.
All right.
I have no qualifications. I hope that everybody knows this.
That's okay. None of us do. None of us do. I'm going to try and make us bigger here. I don't know what was going on. Yeah.
Whoa.
We got huge. We're just kind of floating out here. I like the way. I like your background, man.
Thank you. This is my online presence background, my Zoom show background. This is what I do whenever I can't perform in public.
Yes, which happens often.
Joel, I need to apologize. I was scheduled on the show earlier, and then I wasn't able to come.
Hey, I'm just glad you're here today.
Mark is so sweet to me.
He
Mark's
really
already. We already have people being so sweet.
We have a great room here.
I don't deserve this sweetness, Mark.
Seth, so I've been looking around at some of the stuff that you've been doing since we've been locked down, and there's all this crazy digital stuff going on.
And you've been greatly disappointed.
I've been so sadly disappointed. No,
I've not been doing much on the socials. I've not been so active since lockdown.
I have been challenged, though, by some of the things that I've seen. And I don't know if you did this during the lockdown or what. But there was a thing I was watching the other day, and I think it was something called Ignite the Flame or something like that, where there was some kind of Sethward looks like he waxes his tips. Nice. His tips.
My tips are been waxed.
That's
Only
right.
for lunch therapy.
You were in this thing where you were like it was like a set in a backyard, and you guys were all like hanging out. You were standing there. I don't know. Maybe you had your top hat on. And then there was some other guy who was like looking out a window. And then there was a guy who was giant. And you were like,
oh, yes, that's the jive joint.
What is that?
So before the world changed, we used to perform. I and a group of dudes performed in a space called the Jive Joint, which is a stage that we bring to music festivals, kind of a fringe stage.
Yeah.
And we do music and comedy after hours a lot of times. Other times it's like in the campgrounds. But anyway, it's a lot of fun. And if you've ever been to a music festival that's worth a dang, then you've probably seen the Jive Joint or heard of it at least.
Oh, cool.
And it's run by a dude named Super Tall Paul, who's a loop champion. And by loop, I mean like a musician, like
they got the little,
the little thing,
things.
Yeah. But he's a one-man band. He plays all like real instruments as well as digital instruments. He plays like a little mini saxophone, and he plays the flute, and he gets down on the flute.
Does he really?
He gets down on the flute.
Oh my God, like Ian Anderson style?
Yeah, I don't know who that is, but yeah.
Jethro Tull?
Yeah, Jethro.
Sitting on the park bench. Ding, ding, ding. Ding, 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 ding. Yeah.
This is how I play the flute.
I think it's a little, that's good. All right, so.
Invert.
Amazing flautist. I think it's something like, I don't know. I've never played the flute.
No, like it's that? Like this. It's like this.
That's it. So, okay.
Anyway, he does that, and we have a stage that we build. Usually music festivals will build them. We'll build them out. Yeah. And it's usually this home-looking space, like kind of inspired by like this Louisiana old-time kind of funky, bright color house where we live. Well, Super Tall Paul lives, and he kind of Airbnbs out the rooms, where I come in, and I'm either like an intern or whatever. And we have a lot of fun, a lot of great times, and we haven't been able to do it. And one of the festivals that we go to is like called Lightning in a Bottle.
Yeah.
And they had a digital version festival.
Lightning in a Bottle.
Yep.
They had a digital festival. That's what that was.
It was. And it was very fun, and we tried a new thing. But what was really cool about that was that it was in the middle of quarantine, it was in the middle of lockdown, and we didn't have a way to like come together. So we each were on our own Zoom thing, and kind of like what you were doing, where we were getting thrown around. We had an operator who was putting us into these spaces. We were all green screen, and we were put into like a little slot that was like on the stage with Paul, and then another Ross was in that window, and then Austin was a giant. It was a lot of fun, but we had never done that before. We didn't have any rehearsals, so it was all kind of a crapshoot on whether or not it would work.
Wow, your microphone's doing some crazy stuff, I think.
That's wild because the sound.
Can you hear it? Oh no. I lost him. Perhaps he will be back. Oh, he muted himself. Oh my God. There's like a crunchy, crazy thing going on over there.
Yeah, I don't know. Am I still peaking?
Yeah. Or you...
I'm gonna leave and come back on.
There's some crazy stuff happening. Okay, so I'm going to move to a situation here where I'm going to show some Sethward stuff. And then, when he comes back, will be cool. This is oh, well, first of all, I'm going to relax everybody a little bit because, I know you're stressed out for me. I know. So we're going to do a little ASMR that's going to just kind of chill everything out. Let's see what Matt Wright has to say. He says something fritzy happening here audio-wise. Yeah, there's some fritzing. We're going to be cool. We're going to be cool because we have the ASMR at the ready. And let's see, Sethward's coming back, so that's cool. Oh, he's gone. I don't know. I don't know about this live stuff, people. Call the operator and have her reconnect you. Yeah, let me see if I can crank the phone. Hello, operator, operator. And then, you know, she'll put the little connectors in. Yesterday we had the phone string, the string and the can. Today, okay, I'm moving on with this because, you know, I've got some stuff that I want to show you anyway while we're waiting for Sethward to come back. And of course, what would be better to entertain the troops here than perhaps some animals with pumpkins. This is, you know, I think this might be the last animals with pumpkins for a little while because Halloween is coming up this weekend. Ball squeezing. Try without video. Interesting. Interesting. Yeah. You mean just his voice floating out into the ether? I don't know. I'm sure it's something I did. Or Boney? Boney? Can you get Sethward back? I don't know. He's working on it. He's over there just working away. So these are meerkats, I believe, eating a pumpkin. And this is at the Brookfield Zoo. Meerkats. These are a lot of different animals eating pumpkins. So, you know, we have a lot to look at here while we're waiting for old Sethward to come back. Here he comes. I think he's back. Yes, I see his hand. I see his hand. But so we're just chilling out, looking at some animals eating pumpkins. Sethward is here. I like the way he's so calm because I think it's the mustache wax that makes him so calm. I've got to get some of that mustache wax. I'm going to let him figure out that while I look at a giant hippo eating a pumpkin. Who knows that? Who would even guess? Yes, audio only to reduce bandwidth. I think we've got plenty of bandwidth. Lawrence says, Lawrence here, he was here yesterday. No worries, anything can happen when you go live. It's so true. Okay. I think we might have him back. We're gonna see. But I didn't know. I didn't know rhinoceros liked pumpkins too. Let's see. Sethward. Is he there?
Hi. Hi.
Hi. I see you.
Are we alive? Is my audio still messing up?
No, I hear it. It sounds good now.
Whoa, man, I came in at the right time.
Yeah, this is a rhinoceros eating a pumpkin.
Yeah, and it is fun.
Uh-oh, now we're gonna see something else. Get ready. This is a
plasma cutter.
Yeah. Why do you see this though? It's gonna be cool. We were talking about jamming on the flute, being a flautist, but look at this.
Yes, of course.
Robot bass player.
Okay, yeah, definitely.
I think robots are going to take over.
This is some good CGI, though. I mean, the bald man looks like a real human.
He does, isn't he?
Is this going to end in murder?
If it was a Sethward production, it would. I think it would end in murder.
Why is there a plasma cutter just constantly going in the background? Why
I have no idea. I think you're too high tech for me.
It's just we're gonna cut metal and play music at the same time. What is
right.
It?
You gotta be multitasking. This is cool. I don't think I can play much of this.
These robots know how to do it.
Okay, one more thing here. Hold on here. It's pretty cool. Pretty cool. All right. This is what we were looking at yesterday.
The Human Show with our special guest topic,
dear.
free will.
I love this.
And this almost was 10 years ago.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. It's almost, I could make it. I could put my background as if I'm in it.
Time to address our rights.
Okay, so
Time to raise the curtain on
we played this yesterday, and I wanted to ask you about. I stopped it in the middle because I. So did you stop too? No, you didn't. Tell me.
I'm just joking. Because you paused me.
You totally got me. You totally got me. I'm like, he's kidding. He's not kidding. He's kidding. He's not kidding.
Well, with all the technical difficulties with my, I'm gonna blame this all on me. Whoa.
Oh, I like it. I'm making you huge. I'm making you huge now.
Yeah.
It's cool. So tell me, okay, this was 10 years ago, and you decided, hey, I'm gonna make the Human Show, where the humans are dead and they're being used as puppets by the Muppets.
Yes.
What kind of a twisted idea was that? And you know, you really executed
I don't know.
it. Yeah.
To you, it's twist, but to me, it's a beautiful, delicious pretzel. You know, some see twist,
Yeah.
others see delish,
I love that. I love
as
it.
they say.
We enjoyed it
I mean-
yesterday when I was talking about you
Wow.
on the show. Yeah, we enjoyed a good portion.
Oh
of
my God, you were talking about me?
Yeah, we were talking about you when you weren't here. We've done that a couple of
You're
times.
probably talking mad shit.
Yeah, we are. I'm not going to tell you what we really said because it was, it would
Good.
embarrass you. All right, so
And I will not go back and look that up. I will not.
all right, let's get out of this room here for a second because I was really just kind of vamping. But there's some good
very
stuff
fun.
there. Some good stuff there. I'm prepared for anything on lunch therapy. Prepared for anything.
Yeah, you are.
Because anything can happen and often does. Mark Strignell says, your humor and comedy really reminds me of an English YouTube show called Don't Hug Me, I'm Scared. Have you seen it?
Of freaking course, Mark. Mark's coming in with some mad, sweet compliments today.
Yeah, Mark is a musician in London. And
Well,
he's one of the
he's
smarter
a
people.
sweetheart. He's a sweetheart. In my perspective, the man knows how to give a good compliment. Don't hug me, I'm scared. Are freaking geniuses.
We're going to have to check that out.
Oh, you should.
Really?
If you think my stuff's twisted, Don't Hug Me, I'm Scared is like the epitome of like beautifully twisted genius comedy, I'd say.
I'm going to have to see that. Sounds hilarious. All good stuff. Yeah.
Oh, Lauren.
I know. Lauren was on the show yesterday. It was super fun.
Oh.
Super fun. He told a crazy story, a ghost story, and also a salesman story. And this is you eating that guy on America's Got Talent, Germany.
That guy.
Yeah, I love that.
This one is America. This is
this is America's Got Talent?
This is the Gong Show.
Oh.
This is the first time.
I see. So you did that twice, where you came out as the snake and you ate one of the judges?
Oh, more than twice. We've done the snake. Good. Ask me how many countries I've done it in. Okay,
Really?
ask me how many countries.
How many countries have you done it in?
A lot.
Like at least 2.
At least multiple. We did it in Germany, then in Slovakia. We did it in Italy. We did it in where did we do it? Other countries, I forget.
So tell me, every time does the person not know you're going to eat them? Or is it somewhat planned?
No,
sometimes?
not every time.
Yeah.
Sometimes it's like a loose, like, hey, he's gonna like use you in his bit. Like the Germany one, he was not told. as far as I know, he was not.
Really?
He did not get the rundown.
That was scary because he got stuck. And
yeah,
freaked
you
out.
want to know a crazy? Is this where I tell crazy
yeah,
stories?
Yeah, this is where we like ease into the crazy story. Hey, I hear you got a crazy story for me.
Well, this is just going to segue perfectly because we're going to be talking about a German. He's like a model. I don't actually know what he's famous for. I believe that he is famous for being a male model.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
German male model. And he's a judge on a show called Das Supertalent, which is the Germany's version of America. And they didn't really give him a heads up. I think they told him that, like, hey, when he needs a volunteer, you raise your hand. And so he surreptitiously was like, I'll help.
Yeah.
And then he came on stage, and I ate him. The bit is that I'm a snake.
Yeah.
And I just want to sniff him, but I can't help myself because he smells so good. And I eat him, and as I'm pulling this man who's 6'3" down into my snake gullet,
that's a different one.
You can see you can imagine if this man was a 6'3" male German model. Okay, so just imagine it, if you will. Oh yeah.
Yeah, that was good too. Here's you on the rock too, and that's other episode, the Gong Show.
Yeah, so this was okay. We're gonna get 2 crazy stories for the price of 1. Are you ready?
Yeah, I'm ready. Hit me with
it. This costume is my original snake that I made, and then when I was going to Lightning in a Bottle, the festival that we previously talked about. See how this all ties together?
This is all planned. The whole thing is planned. Yeah.
All planned, all coming together.
Yeah.
I put it in the back of my truck.
Yeah.
And I'm driving. And whenever I arrive at this festival, my costume is gone. It's just like disappeared. And I was like, no. Maybe I left the costume at my house. Hopefully, maybe, it's somewhere. I was packing hastily. Maybe I left it. Came back home, it wasn't there. So somewhere between here and like near Bakersfield, there is a snake costume in a trash bag on the side of the road, or a homeless man found it and is using it as a sleeping bag. But regardless,
you lost it.
It's not with me. I lost it. And so then Germany hit me up and were like, hey, can you come do the snake for Das Supertalent? And I was like, sure. But I did not have a costume.
Yeah.
Because said costume was missing. So I was like, I got to make one really quick. And they're like, you'll fly out this weekend. So I had 2 days to build a snake costume.
You built it yourself?
Oh, yeah. Are you kidding me? God. You think somebody's going to be building me a snake costume? What do you think? I got somebody build me a snake costume?
I just, I assumed, but I'm totally wrong. Yeah. I usually, when I have my snake costumes built, I have them sent from Germany. But I never eat people with them. I'd never.
Give me your contacts. I'd love to find out who's building your snake costume.
All right.
See if they want a little business on the side.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, you build all your costumes, is that right? Or does somebody help you?
Yeah, that's why they're falling apart on stage at all times.
So you had to build this thing.
I'm not a costume.
You're not a costumer.
I'm not a costumer. I just make whatever I can, and then it falls apart, and then we use it. It falls apart on stage, and then I say, hey, I made it to do that. Okay.
So you had to make this costume in how many days did you have to make it?
Well, that costume was, I essentially had like 2 or 3 days, but then I was actually on a road trip at the time. So by the time I got back, I left the next day. So I got all the fabric, and then it was me stitching it like on the way And then I got to Germany, and they're like, "Oh, you're shooting in the morning," and I'm like, "Cool, cool, 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 cool. Yeah, everything's fine. Everything's ready to go." And then I get backstage, and I'm like sewing it, and my beautiful girlfriend Lori Lusk was there to kind of help, but kind of freaked her out because she wasn't used to the whole Sethward last minute. Who cares if it's not finished? We'll finish it on stage, kind of a thing. So she was kind of freaked.
Is
the
that
whole thing?
Is that
but
kind
anyway,
of your normal way of being? Winging it?
Yeah, sure. It's a healthy version of me, but yeah.
Okay. So, okay.
Anyway, this segues perfect into my other story that I started before this story about losing said snake costume. So now it's like, real tie-in. We're back to the beginning, to the front. Yeah, here we go. So anyway, I'm backstage. They keep checking in on me, and the Germans getting a little frustrated, to say the least. They're like, "Will you be ready? We going now, we going." And I'm like, let me just almost got it.
Yeah.
Stitching it up, hand sewing elastic, not very easy. I'm just gonna put that out there in case anybody wanted to know. Not an easy thing to do.
Yeah.
So I'm hand stitching this, and then I finally get it done. We slip it on. I go out. We're shooting the snake in Germany. I eat this really tall man. He freaks out in the middle of me digesting him. And the plan is, well, my plan that did not get relayed to this man, is that I eat him, and I sewed in elastic for the butthole. So I have a snake butthole.
Yeah.
And it's just wide enough for a human to fit through it. No harm, no foul. Everyone's happy.
Yeah.
And we have a beautiful moment where a man eats another man and digests him and spits him out on stage. Hilarity ensues. He freaks out halfway through, can't find the butthole, and he rips my costume. He just like bites a hole in it and rips out of it. And in the video, you can see his face, like as he's like going down the tube, and he's like, and he just like, and I hear it tearing, and I'm like, oh, maybe that's the elastic, and it was, hastily made. Maybe I just didn't make it big enough. And then I realized he just cut it open. And so anyway, they, X me, and they say, "Get out of here. You don't have any talent." And they laugh, and they say, "Haha, you have no talent." This is all in German, so I'm, paraphrasing.
Yeah.
And then, pull that comment up.
I know. I was like, oh, God, we're giving away the punchline.
Ganail hit me with the punchline already, but I have this moment where I'm being escorted off stage.
Yeah.
And they're like, "Thanks for coming," but they were really saying, "Don't ever come back." And and I was like, "Hold up. Wait. Before you guys force me to leave your stage, I want you to know that you really ripped me a new one." And they all like dead silence.
No, they don't have
crickets in the theater. And I'm like, no, seriously, Bruce, you ripped me a new asshole. There's a new hole. This is where my butt hole is. This is the hole that you came out of. You ripped me a new one. And the audience just silent. Besides my one confidant, Lori, who's like sitting on the far back, my girlfriend, and I can hear her laughing. She's cracking up over like this silence. Yeah. And I was like, man, they still don't understand. I was like, "You ripped my costume, Bruce." And the audience goes, "Aw," and they have this like, they like feel bad for me.
Really? Oh, that's good.
And
you got them on your side.
Well, no, they all hated me, but they were like, "Oh man, he's not happy." And I was like, "You don't get it. It's hilarious. This is a hilarious moment." And anyway, that to me will forever be one of the best colloquialisms that like did not translate to the German audience, even when they have a visual to explain what that means.
We had a clown on last week, a master clown. Joel Jeske.
Oh,
and
very fun.
Yeah, and he said that in situations like that, he finds one person in the audience and just plays for them. He does the whole show for them. And you have just illustrated that as well.
Well, I am a class act clown.
You are.
That is, I will subscribe to that label.
Mark says Germans are famous for having no humor. I won't touch that.
Mark, he's always taking my side. That's sweet
Like
Mark.
that. And then Matt
Give me
is
Mark's
speaking German.
contact information. I need to send him a love letter.
I think so. He has a YouTube channel. Go subscribe. Subscribe to Mark Strignell. Du hast mir ein neues Arschloch gerissen. There you go. There you go. That's the
perfect Deutsche.
you have torn yourself a new asshole, I believe. Is what he's saying in German. But I think it's probably a colloquialism or a saying that we have that probably does not translate.
Yeah, I found that out the hard way.
All right, so do you have another crazy story for us by any chance?
Yeah, well, I gave you 2 in 1 and you want more?
I know. I'm hungry for more.
What are you here for?
More stories.
You trying to dig in? You trying to eat up my crazy story?
I find if you get past the surface stories, there's a really crazy story underneath.
Yeah, I mean, I see you. You're already deep. You're deep below that ocean. I see you in there.
I know. I'm totally deep.
I don't even know how you're breathing under that water. You're not even swimming.
It's actually an aura. It's my water aura. Somebody told me the other day that they thought I had some water sign. And I think
it's just because you look wet. You're just always looking wet. You're like a little wet boy.
I am totally. So Matt Wright is still trying to speak German. I think he's saying that it's perhaps not correct German.
Well, it gets us there.
We don't have fact checkers on this show.
We also are American, and we don't have to know more than one language. We're as arrogant as it gets. We just go to another country and we say, we're not going to speak your language. You know English, don't you? And they all go, yeah, I mean, we do know it. Yeah. It is far superior, but we'll communicate with you if you're going to make us. Anyway,
I always
my experience.
I always have the excuse that English language has more words than any other language. So I've already got my hands full with English.
Yeah, fake made up garbage rules and words like
stolen words from other languages.
I've got some beef with the English language, I'm about to go behind the playground and show the English language a couple of knuckle sandwiches.
I'm gonna take on the English language. I think the English language can fight, man. Don't take on the English language. It'll take you down.
It's true.
It'll take you down.
That's why I got many F's in grade school, because of the English language taking me down.
It'll always make you look like a fool. Always. I before E, except after a million other exceptions. A million of them? A million. The other day, we have to make up little limericks just to keep the rules in our heads. Yeah. Yeah. Yesterday I was saying that the word conjure is actually pronounced conjure. See? Whoa, Joel. I know. Watch your mouth. I know. Watch your mouth. Sounds dirty. Yeah. That's why I never say it that way. But, yeah. It's kind of embarrassing when you say it correctly. A little bit. Hey, you want to go see The Conjuring? If you know what I mean. It's not a movie. Yeah. All right. So are we going to move on to the dance party, or do you have one more story for me? I'll tell you a story. I got a million stories. All right, let's hear one. Guess what? All of them are crazy. Yes. It's just, to you, it's just a story. To me, it's a story, but to everyone else, it's craziness. Listen, I need a suggestion to get a story. Okay. Let's get one from the comment room. Know what you want me to talk about. So
So what's the suggestion? Either you or somebody.
Somebody in the chat room, I think. I'm going to work on the special effects that you were doing. Is that a special effect? Wow.
Yeah, I'm like swiping the slate clean.
And next, we'll tell another story. Here we are.
Is correct if you're in London.
In London.
London.
We haven't gotten a suggestion. I'm still waiting for a suggestion because they come in kind of slow. Like we're always delayed. So we have to like go, I wonder what kind of story I could tell. Oh, wait. Oh, no, still. Yeah, that's correct.
Give me like a genre or like a time period or like a word. We have culturally blended language, and that's because words get stuck in our throat.
That's the topic.
People are still into like languages. So maybe I should talk about language.
Okay. You got a language story?
I'm thinking of a crazy story.
I'm going to tell a story in the interim while you're coming up with it. Hopefully it won't.
Oh, I already have 3 or 4.
Oh, you do?
You tell us the story.
Oh, then I'm not going to vamp. I've been vamping enough on this show.
You've been vampiring?
Vampiring.
It's spooky Halloween.
And then also, you didn't know who Jethro Tull was, so that really dated me, I think.
Oh, did it? I'm sorry. I don't know a lot of people, though. So you could say one of the Jonas Brothers' names, and if you don't say Jonas after the first name, I'm not going to know who it is. So it's not dating you at all.
Thanks. Ganel wants...
Unless you want a date, and like we can talk about
that afterwards.
Yeah.
Clearly, this is our second date. I don't want to rush things too much.
And I had to cancel on the second date. So
man, I know that was a real red flag there. I can't even believe.
Yeah, and then I'm late. I didn't come.
And then you were late. I know.
11:50. There's a lot of red flags with me. I'm telling you. You do not want to date this guy.
Should never have gotten.
I'll bring you to Germany, and I'll make you finish sewing my snake costume, and then force you to be the only one who laughs in the theater. How do you think she felt when she was laughing? The only one laughing. How do you
takes a lot of commitment. A lot of commitment. Ganel wants to hear a capybara story.
We already watched a capybara video.
Damn it. What kind of a
show is this? You know what I should do? I should do a capybara animal. That would be hilarious.
I think you should do a moose.
Oh, dude, moose with like massive antlers that just keep hitting on everything and everyone.
Gigantic moose. Yeah, moose antlers.
Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't know that my antlers were going to be in the way.
It's already happening. It's already happening right in front of us.
I'm so sorry. I'm such a buffoon. That's a pretty good moose voice.
I love that moose voice. The character's already developing.
I thought I should save this video for whenever I do a moose character because that voice is just spot on.
It is.
I'm still working on my peacock voice. I almost made him British. I made Peacock almost British, but I don't know. He needs to be Asian, honestly, because peacocks are from Asia. But then I'm afraid if I do any kind of accent, I'm gonna get slammed. I'm gonna get canceled online.
It could be bad. It could be really bad. You know, Matt Wright says Jonas Brothers and Jethro Tull have never before lived together in the same thought string. So that's cool.
They have now.
Yeah.
They have now.
We're revolutionizing the internet right now.
The next video you play, you better have a Jonas Jethro mashup.
That's for sure. Todd Lee says this one time in Bandcamp. That was, I guess he gave you one of those sentences.
You can upload that remix to Bandcamp. Look,
Bandcamp.
It's all coming full circle now.
Yes. I don't even know what Bandcamp is, but I bet it's good.
Dude, Bandcamp.com, dude. That's where I get all my mixtapes, dude.
Really? Oh, I gotta check it out. You should do a moose trying to get his seat on an airplane. Yeah.
Oh, I'm sorry. I couldn't put my mask on because of my big antlers getting in the way.
Dude, this moose is great.
Oh, excuse me, sir, but I need the extra overhead baggage for my
Hey, we don't allow moose in here. Get out of here, moose. What are you doing in here,
That's
moose?
racist. That's racist. That's racist.
We don't serve moose on this plane.
And it's pronounced Mises. Anyway, here's my last crazy story. It has to do with languages and animals because that's the only thing I have to talk about.
Yeah.
Obviously.
That's it. That's kind of the agenda here, too.
So
Animals,
in high school,
pumpkins.
when I was making all my Fs in class, I found out that if I made a video for class, then I would be able to get out of taking the final exam. And so I would make videos. And one time in Spanish class, not doing well, not very great at speaking other languages, I got permission to shoot and edit a video if I spoke in Spanish the whole time. And so I got around that. See, I'm all about loopholes here.
Yeah, it's good.
And I made a video about El Chupacabra, the mystical creature
that lives in the woods.
The Espanol creature who sucks the blood out of goats.
Right. And
humans if they get in the way. And so I did Esta Sietca El Chupacabra and made this video, had spoken complete Spanish, made everyone else, my co-stars, speak in Spanish, but I was a chupacabra, so I didn't have to speak a gosh darn word.
Good idea.
So my Spanish was like, like whatever the chupacabra sounds like. And I was slooping around town, scaring people. And I uploaded it on where YouTube didn't exist back then, okay?
Oh, I can't imagine the time.
Google Video was the thing. It was like you had unlimited. I think you could upload up to like 20 minutes of a video, which was insane. And it stayed there forever. It didn't like delete. Like Flickr was deleting photos or something.
Yeah.
Or Photo Bucket. Remember Photo Bucket?
Yeah. Anyway. I was on the bleeding edge of the video revolution at that time.
Yeah, you were.
Yeah, we had a thing called Speed Show.
You chose Google Video then as your platform, did you not?
No, you know what I did? I tried to host it on my own website, the video.
Whoa!
And I used Real Player.
Crazy.
Yeah, I used this thing called Real Player. Yeah, remember that?
All right.
And it was everybody's internet was so slow that we had to finally just turn our show into a slideshow. So we just had just
that's amazing.
Slides because we were like we can't get any. We have to get like 1 frame per second.
Right.
Not even that, like 1 frame for several seconds.
Why did you convert it to Flash? That's what everybody had to do.
We tried, man, but it was just
you tried.
We tried. It was too early for Flash. Yeah.
Flash was a whole thing that was like, by the time you figured out how to convert the video into Flash and then get the player to work, people had to download Java, and people were like, I'm not downloading Java. That's virus infested, all this garbage. So no one ever saw it anyway, even if you did go to all the work to get it on Flash.
Like 3 people saw it. But anyway,
that was back in the day.
That was.
I hope all the children watching can understand
how hard it was for us.
The difficulty of can you imagine live streaming?
I had to carry
early 2000s.
I had to carry my Flash player 3 miles in the snow, 1 frame at a time.
Yeah.
It's miserable.
Anyway.
You don't know how good you have it with your live streaming out there, complaining about your guests not showing up. It's luxury.
My guests never show up. The pets' heads are falling off.
I can't find enough pumpkin videos.
So anyway, the end of this story is fairly anticlimactic, but I put this El Chupacabra video on Google Video.
Yeah.
And it was like friggin' viral, dude. I had so many views on Google Video. That was the other thing with Google Video. You could see all the analytics and everything.
Yeah.
Which was new. This is like 2005.
Okay.
And YouTube was like brand new, but no one was using, I wasn't using YouTube because I was like, Google is going to beat YouTube in the video uploading platform.
I always
Google
picked the wrong
always
thing.
Win. they have so much more employees.
Of course.
Everyone uses Google.
Yeah.
And they had analytics. They had all of this like view count. They had all this stuff. And YouTube had nothing like that.
Mm-hmm.
And then I have like something like 100,000 views. In 2005, that was like insane.
Crazy. Because who can even watch a video online at that time?
Insanity.
To even get it to play. Yeah.
Yeah. And so then Google buys YouTube.
Yeah.
And they delete all the Google videos. Instead of like just converting them to YouTube videos, they send this notification that's like, hey, we bought YouTube, just so you know, we're like moving everything over there. You should re-upload all your videos to YouTube. And I was like, what about my analytics? What about all my views?
It's so horrifying.
What about my upload date, dude? You can't delete my upload date. I was the first Chupacabra video on the internet.
You see, we think everything's permanent. We're so wrong.
Yeah,
wrong.
And so they deleted it, and I downloaded it before it got deleted. But I don't have any of those analytics. I didn't even screen capture those analytics.
I don't even believe you. I don't believe the story at all.
So I can't
Never
send you
happened.
any of these analytics. I can't send you any of this stuff because no one will believe me.
That sucks.
Anyway, that's the craziness of. Anyways, I just want everybody to know, all of our viewers, Matt, Ganil, Matt, and also Ganil and Todd and Lauren,
yeah,
or Laureen, I don't know how you pronounce it, and Mark and Ganil and Kamala.
Yeah,
I want all of you people. I said you by name, so you better listen up. Okay, it was this guy. I was the first one to upload El Chupacabra video on the internet and tell the world.
Wow. Thank God we got that story out there. And now this is going to be here forever for everyone to see.
And you better not delete it.
If you're ever in court, you can call this video up and show them.
When I get sent to internet court, this will be evidence.
Like, evidence. Here it is.
And I'm going to invite
Exhibit
Lauren
A
to be my witness.
She'll be in the
my
jury.
eyewitness.
She'll be the only one laughing.
You're going to be tied up. You know, you're going to be tied up doing, Joel Therapy Live.
Yeah.
You know.
You need to be busy. I can't.
NBC.
Can't go testify.
Yeah, you can't go testify. I, however, will be all caught up in the courts, so.
I was actually one of the first internet trolls. So there you have it. That's my claim to fame.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
What was your preferred forum that you trolled on?
It was before what we call the internet. I had a Commodore 64 computer, and I had a modem. Got myself a modem, and I dial on a phone and then connect it, and then and it was really like a message board that we connected to at a university, and there was poetry and science and things, and of course we were kids, so we were just like, fuck you, fuck you, fuck you. And then someone got on and replied, which was like a miracle, like live. They said, the swearing is a weak mind trying to express itself. And then we were like, you want to fight? And they were like, yeah, I want to fight. And then they told us to meet him someplace. We had to go down to what was called the Last Exit in Seattle, which was like a coffee shop, and meet this guy to fight. And we got like an older guy to drive us down there.
Shut up.
Yeah, and we drove down there, and the guy was literally standing out in front of that place, literally tape on his glasses, pocket protector, standing in front, ready to throw down with us. And we got scared and drove away. Yeah.
You actually showed up.
Oh, yeah, we went. We were going to throw down with this guy. But then, of course, we were scared.
That transcends trolls, though. Like, trolls would never go
They would never go there. Well, we did drive away, to our credit. We did cower when we saw him.
That's amazing. Yeah. I love that story.
The first internet trolls. So now that's on record. It's on record.
Nowadays, trolls don't even bother to go and see. They don't even.
This is back in the day when you would actually drive to troll.
Yeah, no, that's insane. I can't imagine them. Oh man.
Oh my God.
Unbelievable, man.
All right. Well, I guess we're gonna have to end the show on that. I've got a great dance party song that I'm gonna show you, and I'll bring you in, and we'll just kind of dance out. It is a band called Broken Peach. Have you ever heard of it?
Oh, I have not heard Broken Peach, but I'm
cool.
very excited to break some peaches with you, my
All right,
friend
we're going to
Joel.
do it. Let's do this. Okay, so we're moving into the watch party. I don't know what's going to happen when I press this button. Oh, that's this. Okay, now we're going to dance party. And I lost you, but that's okay because you're going to be in the dance party somewhere. And the dance party is Broken Peach. This is one of our favorite bands now here on Lunch Therapy. This is them doing a song from Dumbo. Yeah, Dumbo. I thought it was appropriate. It has a kind of circus flair to it. Here we go. Moving on in. Broken Peach. Check this out. You are going to like this, Sethward. I chose this just for you.
Oh,
just for you, yeah. On our second date. I thought I'd, bring something special. A few Broken Peach. Not Broken Peaches. It's like moose. The plural of Broken Peach. Yeah. Out. I always say watch the one on the left. The one on the left's super good.
Okay.
I'm gonna throw you around the screen here. Woo! Yeah. I love it when she has the megaphone. It's amazing. It is amazing. Aren't they good? They have a lot of videos. This is not just, this is just one of them. All right, this has been Lunch Therapy. Over and out. Thank you very much for being here, Sethward. This is Broken Peach. See y'all later.
Thanks for asking.